A very good morning, all the students. So today we will be doing a partnership. So in our last classes, we learned what was partnership, its nature, and the regulations of partnership, which was mentioned in the Partnership Act 1932. So the definition we learned, isn't it? From there, we learned certain characteristics that at least two or more persons need to be present. Then we learned that there is sharing of profits and losses that depends based on the capital contribution or based on the clauses that has been provided in the partnership deed. Then we learned what will be the contribution of each of the partner, who will be an acting partner, what will be their role, isn't it? So again, in partnership deed we learned that according to Partnership Act 1932, there is nothing mentioned in the Partnership Act 1932 regarding sharing of profits and losses. So if nothing is mentioned in the partnership deed, we will share profits and losses equally. But if we make a written document and if we add some clauses regarding that, yes, that the sharing of profits and losses will be in this ratio, then we are going to follow that particular ratio and not equally. Suppose there are three partners A, B and C, and it is decided to share the profits and losses 3:2:1. So we are going to follow 3:2:1 and not equally. Or it may be specified that sharing of profits and losses will take according to the capital contribution. So suppose we take an example 5 lakh, 3 lakh and 2 lakh. So from that we get the profit sharing ratio, that will be 5:3:2. So we also learned that the agreement is required for conducting a partnership business. This can be in oral form or written form. Okay, and when this is in a written form, we call it a partnership deed. In 1932 Partnership Act, nothing has been mentioned regarding the agreement. It can be oral as well as written, but it is always advised to have a written agreement, that is a partnership deed, so that there is no conflict of interests in the coming days for conducting the business. So these were the topics we discussed in our last classes. We also learned certain provisions regarding Partnership Act, which will be helpful for accounting. That was profit sharing ratio, then interest and drawings. No interest on drawings is applicable. Then there is interest on loan, that is 6% per annum. Remuneration or salary, no salary has to be given to any of the partners. That was according to the 1932 Partnership Act. So today we will be learning some aspects of partnership accounts, how we will be doing the accounting. So when we do accounting of partnership firm, it is similar to something like sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship was a form of business which was owned, managed and governed by a single person. Similar to that only. So you can write down some key points. First one is maintenance of partners' capital accounts. Okay, the first point is maintenance of partners' capital accounts. Okay, this is the first part of partnership accounts. Next comes distribution of profits and losses amongst the partners. Okay, when we do accounting, obviously we want to find out what is the share of each of the partners. So second point, I repeat again, distribution of profit and loss amongst partners. And the third one is adjustment for wrong appropriation of profits in the past. Adjustment for wrong appropriation of profits in the past. Suppose in the past there is certain profit which was wrongly appropriated. Okay, maybe someone contributed more capital, additional capital was bought, so he was entitled to a higher share maybe, or the profit sharing ratio needed to be changed. So that is wrong appropriation, so that also needs to be corrected. Okay, so now we will come to the first point, that is maintenance of capital accounts of partners. So when we constitute a partnership firm, obviously maybe let's take an example A, B and C. Three partners are there. So when we do accounting, we will try to find out what is the net result of the operations, isn't it? The revenue, the sales, the revenue generated, and then comes the profit. So generally when we prepare a partnership account, just like company accounts, if you remember, you can recall, which we did last year, we used to prepare trading account, profit and loss account, and a balance sheet. So in partnership account, we prepare a profit and loss appropriation account as well. Profit and loss appropriation account means what will be the amount of profit that each of the partners will get. Okay, so first we learn maintenance of capital accounts of a partner, okay, or partners. So when we do accounting in partnership business, we record everything in the books of accounts, okay, through capital accounts. This is the key point, through capital accounts. Okay, so this includes all the money that has been brought in as capital, withdrawal of capital, if anyone has withdrawn the capital in the middle of the year, financial year, sharing of profits, interest on capital, interest on drawings, partners salary, commission to partners, etc. Okay, I am repeating again, whenever we do accounting for partnership, it takes place through capital accounts. So what are recorded in the capital accounts? The amount of capital that is brought in by a partner, withdrawal of capital maybe, okay, the partner is in need of a cash, maybe one of the partner, he wants to withdraw some amount of capital, sharing of profit, share of profit, interest on capital, okay, we already know, isn't it? Then interest on drawings, no interest is charged according to 1932 Partnership Act, but if there is a special provision in the deed, it can take place. Okay, so accounting takes place through capital accounts. Okay, what are the things that take place, occur in that capital account? The capital that is brought in, second, the withdrawal of capital, sharing of profit, interest on capital, interest on drawings, partner's salary if it is mentioned in the clause of the partnership deed, and commission to any partner if it is mentioned in the deed. Now there are generally two methods, okay, two methods of accounting through capital accounts. So what is the first method? The first method is fixed capital method. First method is fixed capital method, and the next way of finding capital, of preparing capital account is fluctuating capital method. Fluctuating capital method. So I've already sent you some of the formats if you have copied in your exercise notebooks. Fixed capital method, okay. So in fixed capital method, what happens is the capital that is provided by the partners generally remain fixed. It remains fixed, it does not change unless some additional capital is introduced. Maybe the partnership business started, okay, let's take that previous example, 5 lakh, 3 lakh, 2 lakh, A, B, C formed a partnership business with capital contribution of 5 lakh, 3 lakh, 2 lakh. So this 5 lakh, 3 lakh and 2 lakh will remain constant, and it is not going to change unless and until some fresh capital is introduced. Maybe the business is increasing, okay, there is a need of finance, need of cash. At that point of time, maybe the partners can infuse some extra additional capital, that is known as additional capital. Okay, not at the beginning of the business, maybe in the, between the financial year, maybe the business is growing, expansion is taking place. So additional capital, when I bring in more capital, it can be any one partner, it can be all of the partners, okay, so that is additional capital. Now in this fixed capital method, there are certain items, okay, items like share of profit or loss, interest on capital, drawings, interest on drawings, etc. Okay, so fixed capital method, fluctuating capital method, fixed capital method, there is no change in the capital contribution by the partners unless and until additional capital is introduced. What are the items that has to be entered out here? The items of entry will be share of profit, interest on capital, drawings, interest on drawings. Okay, they are recorded separately. Okay, which is also known as partners current accounts. So generally two accounts are opened in fixed capital method. First one is partners capital account. So what is entered out here? I already discussed you: share of profit or loss, interest on capital, drawings, interest on drawings. Thereafter, yes, separately we will record this. Now next one in this fixed method only is current account. So first we open partners capital account, then next is current account. Now current account will always show a credit balance which remains fixed. Okay, in the I prepare the capital account, then I prepare the current account. In current account credit side, there will always be a balance that is